Okay, on to this week's race. I skipped over the qualifying portion of the video.
17 laps. The track temp is 69 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 66.
Since we are back to having rain. So, got a wet tires on. You can see that there. Struggled with that in qualifying, so I did not get a qualifying time in. So, we're car number 17, starting number 20. Red Bull ring this time. I've really only raced here a couple of times. So, we'll see how this goes. Need to let the field fill in here. The start here should be interesting since none of the practice sessions had rain. So I was surprised to see it in my rearview mirror the first time I went out, hit the pit wall.
Okay, standing start. Okay, John, be ready. Green, green, green.
And it's already starting.
Yeah, we did it.
There's an incident in. Do you think it might be Cameron? Clear right.
The skies look pretty dry, but you see all the splash coming up from the track.
The driver in front of us is car number 15.
And the dry tires just did not like it. I think
Good start, mate.
Expect that's what happened to several people at the start.
Right side. You're in the middle, 3 wide.
Now, that was a little...
Hold your line. Clear all around.
Really hate getting 4X on the first corner, second corner, whatever. Maybe in the wet he carried a little extra speed in there and couldn't get stopped. But that's not going to be the end of that.
On your left, clear left.
Sort of.
Okay, John, the next car is car number 13.
I feel like car number 13, who was ranked number 3.
The answer, car number 13. Ahead is now 0.16.
He's kind of holding me up right now. Trying to give him a little space. Just try to stay cool here in the rain. Seems like we're going to get a bit of a run, but maybe not as much as I thought. I don't know why everybody's staying to the right.
Car right, 3 wide, you're on the left.
Try to leave room, and out we go.
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's car.
So now, probably shouldn't have pulled out right there, so hopefully I didn't goof him up too much. We're just going to sit and wait. And back to the back again.
The guy in front is Guimares, car number 7.
So that was a pretty terrible start.
Wonder is now on wets.
Somebody who had trouble at the very beginning has now figured out he needs wet tires. Now, I went back and I rewatched that first turn there, where I went around the outside of those guys, and really looks like what happened is the purple car there, black and purple car, did about the same thing there to the other guy as he
The
did
gap
to
to
me.
Umares ahead is increasing. It's now 6.8. Ryan is now on wets.
When he hit me there at the bottom of the hill, it looks like what he did is
The leader has just done a 143.72.
banged into the car next to us and pushed him into me. I think I left plenty of room. I think I should have been okay if he wouldn't have just plowed in there again. So now we're back to P17. Even though we had a real good start,
17th place.
got some good spaces. And it's starting to look to be like another lonely one again.
Okay, John, it's starting to drizzle.
Kind of have to feel out how much we can push in the light rain. There are clearly dry parts of the track and wet parts of the track, or drier and wetter parts. And I'll tell you right now, the next 5 laps
The car ahead is Norbert X, car number 21, A license.
are going to be a little boring. But if we wait around till about lap 9 or so, it's going to get a little more interesting. This is this week's race. Took me a while to get around to recording last week's race.
Your lap time was at 146.69. That's your fastest lap.
Next week, I'm not going to have a race, I don't think, next week. I mean, there'll be
Gap
one.
to P16. Ahead is now 8.1 seconds.
I just won't be part of it. But I do feel like I have okay pace here for not practicing
It stopped raining.
in the rain at all. You can still see the splash behind the car on the TV cam. The track does look a little drier. Not sure how much we can push just quite yet. You can see the dry line through there in the steeper section of the track. The runoff is pretty good and the track stays dry. You can see the puddling there on the inside of the corners. You really gotta kind of stay out of that stuff.
Alright, John, you're reeling Norbert X in. The gap is 7.3. Your last lap time was at 145.47.
It's a long ways to go. I feel like I can catch this guy. qualifying spot was reasonable. Pretty good hopes for top 10. But starting lap 2 at the back of the pack makes that a challenge.
We're seeing a few spots of drizzle now.
Just as the track's getting dry, gonna start getting more rain. Real slippery there. Across those rumble strips in the wet.
Last lap was at 1:45.56. Gap to Norbert X in front is now 6.4. The guy behind has just done a 1:43.48. Incident in turn 6. It looks like Cam.
So the guy behind is about 33 seconds back. But it looks like he's running a couple seconds a lap faster, so we'll see if he can make a race out of it. Never seen so much rain and so much sun.
Your lap time was 1:45.64. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Okay, John, it's stopped raining.
Really wish that he meant that for good.
You're reeling Norbert X in. The gap's now 4.7. He's pretty slow into Jochenrinktbocht.
The guy behind us, even though he's ran a 1:43 a bit ago, he doesn't seem to be catching us, so not even going to think about that. Just keep the car under us.
Incident in Jochenrinktbocht. Looks like it's Gar. Yellow flag. That's the new fastest lap for Cam. 1:42.83.
There's a freebie spot. 3 more seconds to go to catch up to old Norbert.
16th place. That lap was at 1:45.24. You're a second down in sector 3.
Uy, yo te mira, my bad,
Yeah, let's forget to turn that chat off.
Alright John, you're reeling Norbert X. The gap is now 3.1 seconds.
We're gonna catch this guy.
There's an incident in Jochenrinkt boxed. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Looks like there's another freebie.
Fifteenth place.
Alright, Norbert. Here I come. Catching him is one thing. Getting around him in the wet is...
There's an incident in turn 3. It looks
Oh,
like
another.
Wisniewski.
And holy cow, look at that rejoin. We had to come to a complete stop
Left, clear left.
to not collect that guy. All that hard work to catch up to Norbert, it's all gone. It's 4 seconds ahead again. So, and as you can see in the TV view, we got lots of company behind us now. And the guy that was 30 seconds back just a couple laps ago, Jacob, he's now 2 seconds back. So now we gotta worry about behind as well as in front. Track's dried up though. Don't know how hard I can push just yet. I don't know how Jacob made up 30 seconds. that
Okay, John,
quick.
halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel. P14. The gap to P15 behind is now 1.4.
Alright. We got Norbert in our sights again. Still a couple seconds to go. Ignoring these guys behind me.
It's starting to drizzle.
And more rain.
The gap to Norbert X ahead is now 2.2.
Yeah, I think by now we could be fighting for P11 or 12 if we had not had to deal with that terrible rejoin. A little more than halfway through. been at the back 2 separate times already. Just clawing our way back up. And Norbert, is he running a defensive line there intentionally? I wasn't really that close. Or is that his line through there? We'll have to watch that.
There's an incident in turn 3. We think it might be Wisniewski.
Okay, well that'd be Jacob. So he's fast, but keeps making mistakes. So now we've got a good gap on him. We've got about 3 seconds to the guy behind. Back to knocking on Norbert's door.
Left side. Clear left.
I think he might have just let us by.
Okay, John, we're getting proper rain now. Looks like it's getting harder. Nicely done.
And the rain's picking up.
The car in front of us is now not the cleanest racer. Car number 20. C license.
Oh, now we gotta watch out for that. You know, when Chief starts telling you they're sketchy, then this part of the track has gotten much wetter with this rain. I think we're kind of in the shadows here. You can see up ahead how much more clear the sky is.
B13.
Well, I wouldn't have expected a top 10 after being dead last on 2 separate occasions in this race.
Incident in turn 3. It looks like Dennis.
Well, that's P10 right there. That's had a spin. Still 10 seconds ahead of
The
us.
gap to Norbert X behind is increasing. It's now 3.3 seconds.
Alright, well, Norbert, we're not going to have to worry about him, I don't think. You know, if I maybe would have been a little smarter in the first couple of laps and kept out of trouble, might be battling for that top 10 right about now. 5 laps to go. Definitely collected some incident points on this one.
No more rain.
Track is pretty wet still.
Good consistency. Keep them coming. You're reeling. Car number 20 in. The gap's now 3.6.
Let's go get him. Start to see the dry line appear.
terrain now. Looks like it's getting harder.
It's just not going to let
You've
up.
just done a 145.29. Sector 1 is 0.42 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.37 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Gap to P12. Ahead is now 2.2 seconds.
P10 was about 10 seconds ahead of us a couple laps ago. That looks like that's cutting down.
There's an incident in turn 4.
It's down to about 5 seconds now. You know what, I think that's a good way around.
Okay, John, the next car is Gonzalez, car number 4, A license. And their rating is 1.4.
The sketchy driver that Chief was talking about is the guy that went off back there at the top of the hill. So that's a good way around a guy like that.
P12. You've just done a 146.00.
The rain's really starting to come down. Experimented a little bit there, trying to carry second gear through
The
the
gap in
hairpin.
front is now 4.1 seconds.
Doesn't really look like that worked out. Don't think we'll do that again. So it looks like P10 and 11 up front are close to having a battle. See if we can take advantage of that. Well, 2 laps to go.
2 laps left. That was a 145.35.
Well, I think we could catch him if we had a little more time, but I think the clock's going to time out on us here.
There's an incident in turn 4. Looks like it's Fleming.
There he is. He's out there in the gravel. See if we can sneak by.
Come on, John. Push, push, push. We can get this guy.
Alright. So we're going to be one more lap to go, so let's try to keep that guy behind us.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 65 Fahrenheit.
that was the guy that was P10 a little while ago that went off there. Okay, 1 lap to go.
P11, white flag, last lap.
Okay, well, almost clawed our way back up to the top 10. 1 lap to go. Probably a little optimistic to think that we'll get it done.
The gap to Dennis behind is now 1.4.
Joy. Jared.
Looks like we'll cruise this one home in P11. Not bad for car number 17, starting 20th. Being dead last twice. So maybe we'll try to do this one again.
P11, there's the finish. Well done.
Okay, well, not too bad. Not too bad. Trying to pick up a few more corners, see if we can soften the hit to the safety rating there. But that was Red Bull ring. Really only raced here a few times. Pretty fun track. Alright, session's over. I'm a little curious how hard I can push in the ring. So we're going to run through here. Pushed a little too hard there already. See if we can run it through here. Alright, well, glad we didn't try that during the race. Anyway, that's it for this week. See what we did here. Just a little too much throttle. Keep it out of the wall. Alright, thanks for watching.